My name's Carolyn Burchell and I'm a dual qualified chartered accountant and chartered tax advisor. I have my own accountancy practice called Composure and I'm based in Horsham in West Sussex. Having cloud software is a really big part of what allows you as a home business to be flexible and allows my clients' businesses to be flexible. The fact that you can access it from anywhere, the fact that it's not on a single machine in one location means that more than one person can access the information. So I have clients, and this is quite a typical setup I think with owner-managed businesses, that you have one person who perhaps is on the operational side and is out in the field and may well be the person that is raising invoices, and then you have another person who will be doing maybe the bank reconciliations and booking expenses onto the system and collecting the cash and maybe running the payroll. So they would be at home doing that or in an office doing that while the other person is out working. And then I, as the accountant, can also see what's going on because I'm in my office but able to access their information. So as soon as they've keyed that information onto their system, I'm able to see it. There's no need to have any downloads, no kind of CSV files passing back from one person to another, no having to email things. You can just go straight in, which for me just allows you to step in at whatever stage in the process your client needs you to step in at. I think it makes the whole process more efficient. My practice started almost 3 years ago. So in reality, I was starting the practice at a time when cloud software was really coming onto the market. I don't have any new clients who are starting on PC-based software anymore. I haven't got a single client that's asked me if they can use PC-based software in the last 12 months. Everybody is looking to using cloud software. I think again, from a security point of view, the fact that you don't have to back the files up yourself, you don't have to take a version off site, that the backup is taken care of for you, and on a piece of technology that's clearly far more sophisticated than anything that most people would have in their homes, with a lot more memory behind it. So you don't have to worry about sort of how much space your application's taken up on a laptop, because you're just accessing it through either your laptop straight into the internet or an iPad or your iPhone. Any smart device, you can get through to your accounting software. There were things within Sage 1 when it first came out that we as users asked them to change, and what was really good was that they listened and they made some really great changes. Basic things like being partway through a bank reconciliation, and if you came out of it you would lose all the information that you'd already agreed. Very quickly the Sage development team changed that so that, for example, once you were in, you could save those items, and if you had to come out and do something else, you could then go back in again and you wouldn't have lost all the work that you'd already done. So that was sort of something that seems relatively minor, but when you're doing your work, that's quite a big deal for you. So there were things that have changed within Sage, and there are things that within Sage 1 Accounts Extra that have now filtered down into the Sage 1 package that are really useful additions, like being able to import transactions from your bank statement. So that's something that's come in the last few months that's, I think, really useful for a lot of people, especially people that have lots of small transactions coming through their bank account. I had a client this morning and I had worked on her books first thing this morning, sent her the information. She's come back to me with a few more questions and I've been able to immediately go back into her accounts, pull out the information that she needs, work out where we're going and what we need to do in the next few weeks, and send her an email back to say this is the situation and this is how much money there is, this is what the bank account's showing, this is what you've got outstanding, this is the money you should have coming in the next month, because knowing what her payment terms are like. So that's in sort of without having to have information sent back in Excel spreadsheets or anything like this. She and I have both been able to look at the same information and have a far more dynamic conversation, which then allows her to make some decisions. Definitely would recommend Sage 1. The Accountant Edition allows you to go in and see all of your clients in one place. It's a very intuitive system. So the Sage 1 system and the Sage 1 Accounts Extra system and the Sage 1 Accountant Edition all work very much on the same layout. And it's very Windows based, it's very easy to navigate, and you can easily go in and access clients' information, and you can dip between different clients. So I also run my own bookkeeping software on Sage 1. So when I am working on clients' accounts and I need to get some information about perhaps some of the invoices that are on other systems, I can just nip out and back in again. So it's a very flexible piece of kit for accountants to use.